Okay guys, I am back and we are going to just play from now until Christmas. We're just going to make ephemera pretty much with like stuff that's already on my desk, stuff I have to hand, maybe some like, just interesting stuff. So for this first one or two videos, I'm going to do Took's craft table in her Facebook group, which I will link everything down in the description. To her Etsy and then to the Facebook group. She is offering these little freebies. So she asked me to join in, and so I will. So yeah, every week she's kind of putting out just a little bit of a challenge. And aren't these adorable? I think they're so stinking cute. So we're just gonna play around. We'll see what we come up with. I am actually thinking that we're going to make some page things, and that wasn't very descriptive, was it? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is we're going to make like page insert type things that you would insert into a journal, like for the first one. So that one's like just file folder, and we'll pull that back in a minute. But I think what we're going to do is we'll make pages out of these, but we're going to kind of do it just a little bit different, I think. Maybe not with this top one. I haven't quite decided yet. Because it's so cute. Look, because Santa and the little girl are talking. So what I was originally thinking is that we would kind of cut it down and make it almost like a layered paper. That one we might just do on the inside. So let me see what it looks like cut in half. Or folded in half first. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my tear ruler here. So I kind of get it straight. So I'll go on the inside here. And we're going to be taking off a few of these other edges to kind of downsize it, if you will. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit off the bottom too. As soon as I get this one set, then we'll chit chat. And then I'm going to take a little off this. And if you need a reference point, kind of what I was doing is taking on your ruler, if you take all the longer edges, ignore the dirty ruler, but and just kind of line it up through your project. That's kind of how I use this tool too when I'm doing this sort of thing. So we'll just kind of go like this. And then I'm going to use this one as a template. So I like that. So we're going to take that and kind of get it set like so. Just to make sure I'm kind of taking off the same amount on each side, if you will. Okay. And just a little bit up on the girl. It's probably, I'm talking to myself, I know. Oops. And then I'm going to use the smaller marks on here. So there's like three lines, or like three lengths really. So there's, let's see if I can show it to you guys so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so like if you look up here at the 4, that's a little bit longer one. And then like the 3/4 mark is kind of short, but then like the 1/2 inch mark is just not as long as the 4, not as short as the 3/4, but it's a little bit longer. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to take it and do it at the 1/2 inch mark there. And then I can go back down to this half and make sure it's kind of like that. So that's kind of how I use my tool too. I don't know if others use it like that, but it works for me pretty well. And I think you guys are going to be seeing this on Sunday. So, oh shoot. Oh well. It'll make it unique, right? Okay. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna ink and glue, okay? And I think I've been liking that, sorry for the arms right in the camera. For this Christmas stuff, I've been kind of liking that, Distress Ink Walnut Stain. So, yeah, anyhow, the week. Holy cow, guys, it was a busy week. I was able to get most of the huge order out. So, like, where I work, like, they have, like, orders that come in, obviously. But then they, it's like, we can fill, like, it's not even like a partial order, but like, it's like one PO number, and then each line item is a part, right? But that part has its own, like, receive date, I guess maybe would be a good way of explaining it. So yeah, it was kind of just an interesting week getting that all fixed up and ready to go. Yeah, I think this new year is going to be really busy in this department, so, which is good. I mean, that's what we're aiming for. And I think come probably March time, we're going to be increasing, because it's basically assembly, but I work in the R&D department, right? So like we're researching and developing these things, and so I think it'll be ready to roll out to like an actual like assembly team. So that, I'm kind of looking forward to that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so yep, I just took my glue. We're just gonna lay that down, and then I'll show you what we'll do on the other side. So basically this just becomes an insert page. Glue this little guy in. So yeah, Gracie was accepted to our local college. We've got that email tonight, so that's pretty exciting. And I keep trying to talk her into applying to the out-of-state college that she wants to go to. She wants to go to Purdue, or did, until she talked herself out of it, because it's out of state, and out-of-state tuition, those of you that know those kind of blocks and stuff. But like I told her, I was like, you know what, it's once in a lifetime type of thing, right? Like, if that's what you want, then go for it, girl. Never stop dreaming or believing in yourself. And so I think I finally have convinced her to go ahead and apply to Purdue. Because I mean, she gets good enough grades, I think, that she could probably excuse me, probably get scholarships, if not for all of it, at least a portion of it. And so she's talked a lot about doing genetics this week, so I think that might be where she's headed. Okay, so this is adorable. I love it. Let's do something more with it by putting some ink around it. And then I was wondering, should we decorate up the page a little bit? Oh, you know what's going to be perfect on this? Lorna's Believe. All right, so yep, that's what we're gonna do. And I think we'll make it into like little tucks here. So let me see what I've got in the way of, let me grab my other ink that's permanent. This color, I think it's just about dried up. And I thought that I bought a new one, but I'm thinking it's lost in the move. Oh, and we're starting to roll up. Sometimes using glue stick does that to your stuff. So, you know, is what it is. All right, so I was thinking, let's use this one, but I was thinking that I wanted to sorry, I've been dry. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to tell you. Holy cow. Like, we haven't had very much humidity here in northern Colorado for a while. And it is really starting to take its toll on me because being in a clean room, like there's like zero humidity. Like we have to do like checks every day and put it in this system, and that's how we stay, like, I guess what you would call certified. Okay, that'll work. And yeah, so this whole last week it's been like 9 to 10% humidity in this thing, and I'm telling you what, girls, like, oh, my sinuses are a mess. It's awful. Like, I can't tell you how gross my sinuses feel. Sorry, I was looking for my stamp paper. All right, let's try this one. Let's see what we get. Oh, you know what would be really cute? I don't have red, I don't believe. I was thinking that but I think, I mean, I like that one. I'll use it later, but I think I'd like that lighter ink. Is that even timber brown or is that black? That looks black, doesn't it? Hold on a minute. I may have messed up my lids. Nobody's ever done that before, have they? Oh. No, they're both like black. That's so weird. All right, well, I have a couple of Believes now. All right, but I think I would like it in this color instead. And this is Coffee by our Kybal ink, or Ranger. And that one is also waterproof and acid-free and a permanent. And I'm sorry, I don't know for sure if you can still get this one. This is a Lorna Taylor stamp. And I did order it quite a while ago. I want to say probably like back in October. So, yep. And I've got some other Christmas stamps we'll use of hers in the next week. They are super cute. You guys are going to love them. And I feel bad. I should have probably used them sooner, but... Well, I think it's darker because I still had some of that other ink on there. That's all right. I'm not too over fussed about it. So then kind of wanted to do edges like this. And the best way to do it, you know, I should probably make a list of all the ones that I need to link in the description, huh? Okay, so far we have Took and Lorna. And then as we add throughout the week, I will add them to the description box. One. And again, this is file folder that I'm using, so. Oh, you know what? I need to go let the dogs in. As soon as I get done with this video, then I'll go let them in, because their bark can be obnoxious again. Okay, we already did that side, so just the top. Okay. Now where's our, oh, I set it under here so it would flatten out a little bit. Okay. All right, let's do the walnut stain. And if you happen to like see how I stamped up through here a little bit, it was on my stamp. I just take another good way of, or good reason to use inks and stuff is just I kind of blend it down in there with my distress ink. Kind of just bring it all together like so. Okay. Now I'm thinking that these will make adorable little pockets, like right here. A little bit big, but I think we'll be all right. See, I was trying to think of anything else like major going on here, and there just isn't. So far this week, it just seems kind of even keel. Oh, that's driving me nuts. I'll lay it out flat after the video. And I'm going to put this one up here. And then we'll make a couple of small pocket or small pieces of ephemera out of that. Oh shoot, that's all right. But what I'm thinking about now is, because we'll wanna, I'm gonna decorate these just a little bit. And I was thinking, I really, really wanna use a little bit of lace. So I've got a little bit of this vintage lace left. And maybe I could add that there. And it fits almost perfectly. And you guessed it, we're going to use liquid pearls. Oh boy, that was a straight line. So that'll peek out in whatever journal we use this on next year. Okay, and I think I'm gonna order red liquid pearls. I think I'd really like those. And maybe like a true green. Now that's gonna be interesting, isn't it? When I go to lay down I'm gonna have to find something to lay in all four corners, huh? Oh, I know what I'll do. I have some of these sewing pieces. Or these sewing little tiny mini sand balls, basically. Now, you know what the key is going to be? I'm going to have to make like a box. And we'll probably, I don't know if I'll have time this year, but I wanted to, Tracy Fox has some really cool freebies too. And she did like, I think it's probably running till Christmas, but she did these freebies every day. And I've been having such an issue trying to print them out because it's like cutting them off, that I'm not going to make it to the challenge this year. I don't think. I might do like one massive day of crafting, but that's about all I'm going to get done. Okay, now, okay, so I think that's it for the moment on this one. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video for a second. Because what we're essentially gonna do, and I'll try to do this carefully, is we're gonna put pockets on this other side, okay? And I think they're gonna be like long corner pockets, but obviously we won't be able to glue them down, but we can at least make them and glue them in the next video. But I'm gonna go ahead and lay this flat so it doesn't, nothing bubbles up. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so one thing I want to do is I want to show you these other stamps by Lorna. I've never actually even stamped these, so I have no idea really what they look like other than the picture that I saw on Facebook where I ordered them from. So we're going to make a couple little pieces like we did the other ones. I feel like I'm mumbling. I apologize if I am, guys. Like I said, it's been a long week in a really dry lab. Oh, but I didn't get my stamping paper back out. Oh, I didn't stamp that very good. All right, let's do another one. I think you have to get it juicy, like Tina at Shabby Dabby Dude always says, get it juicy, good and juicy. Well, and it would probably help if my inks were a little bit newer. Ooh. Yeah, that's better. I'm still off a little bit, but isn't that stinking cute? Oh, I love it. Love them, Lorna. Okay, let's try this other one. Really excited I figured out that these are cling backs. I felt like such a dolt. And I think we're gonna make some postcard pockets. I'm really fascinated with that lately too. I love it. The elf. Oh, okay. Let me show you close up, guys. 24th at 7:15 p.m., $18.99, the North Pole. Oh my goodness. Let's stamp another one because it looks like I didn't get all of the North Pole in there. Oh, I love them, Lorna. They're so stinking cute. And then when we get to doing Lorna's winter, I think it's called Winter's Tale kit, which I'll show you. I'll do a flip through with you, like I usually do when I'm showing you a kit. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness, those are gonna look so cute on little postcards, aren't they? Oh, I love them. Well done, Lorna. Okay, so let's continue this creative little journey. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other ones and kind of cut these down a little bit. That's not going to work very well, is it? I have a feeling I'm going to end up ripping this one. I'll use this one that I stamped a little bit better. I'll end up ripping around them, if that makes any sense. Kind of like fussy tearing. You might see how they look on and oh, this will be another good way to use up your stash too, is papers you're not really sure look like Christmas. Look at that. All of a sudden it becomes Christmas. It's all in like what you use. Okay, so what was that? I wanted to make long tucks. Let's see. And what if we did the fussy tearing around there so it gives us a rough idea of how wide we want those pockets. But what was I saying? Winter journal, I have, she has a really cute deer stamp. I'll show that one to you when we get the winter journal going. That winter journal is phenomenal. If you haven't got it, just know that I'm going to be using Lorna Taylor's Winter's Tale journal. So get it and we'll play with it together. Hopefully by next week I'll have started that one, meaning next week being like the week in between Christmas and New Year's. Okay. So let's see how wide this is. It's about 4 inches. So I was thinking about 4 to 4.5 inches. Okay, and that one we won't worry about because that's... Oh, I just have too much stuff on my desk. Which can either be a good thing or a bad thing, right? This particular junction, it seems like it might be a bad idea. Okay, I think like 4.5. Ooh, that sounded funky, huh? Okay, and then half would be 6 inches, so let's go ahead and do that. And then, so it's 4.5 by 6 is what I'm doing for this one. And I'm just matching up diagonally, like so. And I guess we're gonna have 2 like that, and then we'll make this one go in half as well. So I guess we're gonna make 4 of those because we can always put those in a stash, right? That's a little bit bigger than I had wanted it to be. It's all right. We'll find somewhere to use it, right? Probably on a whatchamacallit. I'm going to do some library pockets too, I think, or like stacked pockets. There's another pocket Gail made a while back, and it came from one of her subscribers, and I've not tried it, and I wanted to try it, just haven't gotten that accomplished yet, that I thought would look really cute. Yeah, these are going to be a little bit too big for those pockets. But do we mind? Because we can take this off. Barely. Okay, let's look in Took's little people here. See what we got here. One of the stockings. Oh, maybe one of the stockings will look really cute right there. And then maybe one of the bells, maybe. Or we'll try these, and then or we can do that whole label page. I'm just gonna fussy cut those out really quick. Probably should have had these fussy cut before we came on camera, but that's what we're doing, right? We're just playing. Kind of feel like, you know, all the hard work happened like in the challenge, and so now it's just kind of like playtime. Oh, and tomorrow I won't have time to record anything tomorrow probably, because I'm pretty sure I have a leak in the master bathroom, but I got to go underneath the house. It might be just a tiny bit too big. Yeah, a tiny bit too big. Okay, that's okay. Let's try a little bell on this one. And then I'm thinking the other one, we might be able to do one of the labels. Or we might just save these for another piece. Like I said, I wanted to do kind of some postcard style pockets, so I sure do like the way it looks with that background piece too, don't you? Kind of like that. That's cute. Okay, so let's ink it up. And you know what? Nothing says we have to have it all the same. So, you know, it might look kind of cute. We'll just try it after we do this. I'm going to go ahead and glue that. Oh, actually, I'm going to ink this first. Anywho, yeah, so I got out of the shower last night and noticed there was some wet spots on my bedroom floor because the plumbing runs underneath our house. And I was like thinking, well, maybe one of the dogs came in while I was in the shower and messed on the floor, you know, something like that. So I cleaned it up. It didn't have a color or an odor to it or anything. Yep, I like that. And so I mopped it up, put the cleaner on it, all that jazz, and it seemed fine. Well, and I'm not hearing anything, like nothing dripping, nothing like that. Well, then I was, when I got up this morning, I brushed my teeth, and I was getting ready for work, and it was fine when I woke up, but then I went, I feel like we need something up here. What do we need? What does that need? Anyways, like I went and brushed my teeth and everything, and when I came out of the bathroom, the floor was wet again. So I was like, oh, nuts. I mean, luckily, I'm pretty decent at, oh, you know what would look cute? Because these, I think, are all too big and too busy. Let me see if I have them handy. If not, I'll have to pause again. But my stamps, we could put a little stamp there and make like a little faux envelope. They should be in this little thing. Should be in our two different things, right? Well, here's some stamps. Maybe that's it. Boy, do I have quite a few. Oh, that one's like perfect. Look at that. How about that? Like the first little thing I did, huh? Must be meant to be. Tear these down just a little bit more because that's a little bit big for what we're using. So yeah, I'm gonna have to crawl underneath the house. Like I said, the good news department, I'm pretty proficient in plumbing. Oh, that's probably a story I've never told you guys. Oh my goodness, it was 2015, and we came home. I think it was like the beginning of November of 2015, and I think we had been at like one of Bo's band concerts or something school related, and we're standing there and there's like this huge thing of condensation. Okay, so maybe so you know what else we're gonna do? We're gonna layer it a little bit and put some fabric on there, and we'll use this stuff. Anyways, and everything was like literally like misty, right? It looked like, have you ever seen those movies where like there's stuff coming up out of the street, like sewer things? I mean, that's kind of what it looked like. And like it was so bad that I was able to take a picture of it. That's how bad the leak was. Well, we went into the house, and oh my goodness, the kids' bathroom, the sink had like fallen into the floor, like it caved in. The toilet had fallen back against the wall. Oh, it was awful. So anyways, yeah, okay, I like that. I like this piece. I like it a lot. So yeah, needless to say, we did a complete overhaul of that bathroom. We like literally had to replace everything because everything was destroyed. And for whatever reason, I think it might have been we were gone for the weekend at some friend's house that lived a couple hours away. That might have been it. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Anyways, at any rate, like I said, it was awful. So I spent the next 30 days repairing all of that. There was a few things I couldn't do. I had to call in for some reinforcements, like getting the tub installed. We did have to come up, have to call the plumber to come out and put, like, so we had to, like I said, we took out everything. Like, it's a whole new shower, a whole new toilet, a whole new vanity, the whole bit. Like, we gutted it. The only thing that stayed was the drywall. Like, we replaced the entire floor, like the subfloor, everything. So yeah, that wasn't fun. I mean, it's a really cute bathroom now, but yeah, it wasn't then. Okay, so I'm gonna call that good on that pocket. And then what I was meaning to say earlier that I didn't actually finish my statement is that we don't actually really need to have it like in this direction, right? We can totally flip it and trim off the end, which I think I'll do here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We would snip off basically right in between these little green things here. And yeah, so over a month later, I mean, I did all the other plumbing, and now I can move, like the, I guess it's just sewage pipes. Now I can move those. I know how to do it because I watched the guy. So all that said, electricity is one of those next tasks I think I'm gonna have to master. I mean, I would love to be able to afford to hire an electrician, but I think that's pretty far out of reach at the moment, with how expensive things are right now. I mean, and rightfully so. Like, I don't begrudge anybody like making a living. It's not anything like that. It's just what you can afford. But yeah, so anyhow, I'm gonna go underneath the house, and which is gross, right? Because it's a crawl space. However, like I said, and I think I have probably most of the things to fix it. Like, I'm obviously gonna have to go to the hardware store, but yeah, that would cover up that whole thing. You know, it'd be really cute though. I bet you could print this in like 5x7 size and make them almost mini, and then those kind of little things would fit in there. Let's see. Maybe we make like a little cluster and put it over there, because we all know how much I love little tiny clusters. Let's see, what do I got handy? I got some of that. That might look okay. And for cohesiveness, we could totally do something like this. A little piece of that. And maybe a little piece of that other lace, right? We could totally do that. We'll fray that out. I know they kind of match, and I think that's a little bit too big, but anyhow, yeah, so I'll climb underneath the house and kind of figure that out in the morning. I wasn't going to do it tonight after work. Oh, and that's a whole nother funny story. Okay, so we had a huge windstorm here, which I know a lot of you, and if you're in those areas and you suffered damage, I'm really sorry. I think luckily enough, we escaped a lot of the damage. The chicken coop got quite a bit of damage on its roof, which I'll have to re-roof it. Anyways, all right, talk amongst yourselves, because I got something cute I think we'll use for that. But at any rate, yeah, I'll just climb underneath there and fix that. Oh, the wind thing. Oh, I was telling you about my funny. Okay, so just see if maybe there's a cuter one. That doesn't look quite right, does it? Actually, maybe this one. Yep, I like that one better, I think, but we'll cut the shank off of that one. I was walking out to lunch, what was it, Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever we had the big windstorm? I don't even remember now. It must have been Wednesday. At any rate, I was walking out to go to lunch, and and a big wind gust came up because where I work, it's like around a bunch of buildings. That's cute too. I have to keep that in mind. And it just so happened that 100-mile-an-hour gust came like, and because, well, I had my head down, which is probably another not a great thing to have down. Like you should be walking with your head up type of thing, right? So I got in between the buildings, and there's like a little alleyway. Okay, I like that, but I think there's one too many of these. So we'll save that for another little piece. And I was actually thinking maybe, since I've got little tiny pieces of this, maybe we'll throw that in there too. A little scrap. Anyways, so yeah, just add a little bit of color in there. And then this little guy on top. Yep, just little splashes of color. Okay. All right, sorry. Anyhow, so I was walking down the street, head down, because the wind was blowing. There was big dust balls everywhere. And I get in between the buildings, the big tall buildings, and then there's a shorter bank building, and then there's an alleyway, and then there's like this huge parking lot. So I hit it just right as the big gust came, literally picked me up and knocked me flat on my butt. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody saw it, which kind of sucked, like for my ego and everything, you know, but I was a little bruised. But man, ever since then, my back is just screaming. I mean, it popped all the way down. Like there's not a part of my back that didn't pop. So I guess we're going to put that color down here because that's where it wants to go. Okay, I think I'll have to end up putting a clamp on it. Anyways, yeah, so is that Wednesday? I can't remember what day of the week it was. I mean, I only know it's Friday because I don't have to work tomorrow. Oh, speaking of which, I got a call from the HR lady the other day. And she was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, you can't carry over your vacation time, so you're going to need to take it before the end of the year. If not, you end up losing it. And I was like, okay. Because we're not carrying anything over because we're doing new systems and everything next year. I was like, okay. Because I was saving them because I wanted to take Grace to Florida in March, but okay. At any rate, long story short, so I have to take them, and so I end up, from now until like the 3rd of January, I'm only working 4 days. So yay! So I work next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I have from like Thursday to Monday off, then I work the 28th, and then I have the 29th through, technically, I go back the morning of the 3rd. So yeah, pretty awesome. Not going to complain about that. And the kicker is the way it worked out, there's only like 3 hours unpaid, but I'll already have like, I can come in and take like a little bit early, leave a little bit late, that sort of thing. So super excited about that. And because I can, I'm going to go ahead and put some of our liquid pearls on this one too. Yeah, so super excited about that. I get to spend some time with my girl. Bo, I think, works the whole time, so. And he's 21, and Mom's not as cool as, you know, she once was. I think I'm actually going to put these glossy accents on Snowflake. Never done that before, so we'll see if it works. Oh, that kind of looks cute. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and hold this up and show you what it looks like up close. And then I'm going to let you go for this video. And then in the next one, we'll make the ephemera that goes in there, and we'll use some more of Took's things, and maybe we'll make some like little notebooky things or something cute ephemera to go in there. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a great Sunday, and we will just talk to you soon. Bye guys.